Hello everyone, welcome back to Fox Military Corner. Today I have a bit of an expedited video for you on the United States M45 gas mask. I will be showing this in the Land Warrior setup, or the proposed Land Warrior setup, as I do not have the complete Air Warrior system set up. So, to go over some brief history of this gas mask. This gas mask was developed in the 1990s to replace older air crew and vehicle crew type gas masks. This would include the M43 and M24 type gas masks, which were in service with the United States Army and United States Air Force at the time to serve their respective purposes. And if I get my hands on those masks, I will do a review on them, but that is not what this video is about. I believe this mask was developed off of the SIPE program. SIPE, or SIPE, meaning the Soldier Integrated Protective Ensemble. I believe that the mask developed for this, and I say I believe a lot because a lot of the information that I'm giving on this mask are kind of off the cuff at the moment. I believe that the masks that were integrated into the SIPE program were the XM44, who my good friend Jeremy has a review on that I guess I'll leave a link to in the description, and the United States XM45, of which there were many variants. Some of them look nearly indistinguishable from the standard variant, except they do not have manufacturer stamps, or I believe stamps up here. I could be wrong on that. If you would like a more detailed and in-depth history of this mask, I recommend Gas Mask Bunker on YouTube. Has a lot of really good informative videos. This is really just kind of meant to be off the cuff so I can document this mask before it's gone, because I am actually handing this mask off to somebody tomorrow. So it was developed off of the SIPE program in the United States XM44 and XM45 prototype gas masks, and was officially adopted into service into 1997 roughly, I believe. There were multiple variants of this mask which were proposed, most notably the Air Warrior setup, which was intended for United States Army and Air Force air crew, I believe notably helicopter crew, and the Land Warrior setup, which was proposed to try to replace the M40 with the M45 series gas mask to become a standard infantry issue gas mask. However, that did not occur. However, this mask was seen quite a bit with United States Special Forces, including that of United States Delta operators, United States Navy SEALs, and the like, most notably in the early to mid-2000s, although I do think there are some reference pictures going into these 2010s. I would not quote myself on that, though. My mask in particular was made in 1999. So it is I think relatively late. I don't know how long they actually produced these masks. They are no longer in production. These masks have been succeeded by the United States Avon M53, I believe, and obviously the other Avon M series gas masks, which we currently have in service here in the United States. Land Warrior setup would have come with the mask, a few other accessories that I obviously don't have, a second skin, which I believe is made out of however the fuck you say it, rubber, C2A1 canister, and obviously your outserts, which I'm only going to show one of in this video, as well as the carrier, obviously. And we're going to do some comparisons on the carrier as well. So the outserts pop off of the mask. They literally just click on like that. You just pop them off. And right now I have the mask without the second skin installed. But here it is without anything installed. This is just the bare mask. It's a little dirty on the inside. I haven't touched this mask in a while. Let's go ahead and flip this inside out and take a look at the inside. So I don't know how well my camera is picking this up, but there's the inside of the mask. The inside of the nasal cup had accommodations for multiple accessories, including that of the standard issue drinking tube and a microphone for aircrew to actually plug into their aircraft to be able to speak over communications without removing their mask in a CBRN environment. Obviously, we have our voice diaphragm here. I don't need to explain to you what that is for. I believe this is an inlet valve. Yeah, there's an inlet valve right here. You can kind of see that, maybe. And there's another one where the filter ports are where those are. Obviously, we have our plug right here for the external microphone, which would actually plug into your comm system in your aircraft. I don't have that handy right now. This is set up for a right-handed shooter currently, so the filter will go in the left side of the mask. This has the same drinking tube system as your typical M40 style gas masks, with the plug, which just literally clicks into the CBRN caps on the United States standard. I think it's 1 quart canteens, which I actually have one handy right here, so I'll just show off how that works. Just give me one moment. Okay, so here's our mask with the canister plugged in. There's a rubber gasket on the top of the canister. All you do is literally press this in, like you just pop it out. And there's a gasket, and I believe a pressurized system in here, which is pressed by this little silver piece in here, which basically pushes this up. Which pushes this gasket here up and opens the seal of the mask to allow to drink from a standard United States canteen with the CBRN cap. So as much as I would love to talk more about this mask and my knowledge of it, unfortunately, most of the information that I got for this video was really off the cuff. That's why there's so much shaky camera cuts, is because I'm really going back and forth in between my notes. Like I said, if you want a more in-depth review of the history of this mask that covers more than just what I've covered here, you can go to any of the channels that I'm going to put in the description, or the videos from the channels that I put in the description, and go watch their videos instead. And I'm sure they have much better reviews on this mask than what I'm currently presenting to you. Now I'm going to set this mask up with the Butyl Second Skin and the outserts and filter, and put it on and wrap the video up. So I'll see you there. Okay, so there's the mask set up with the second skin, outserts, and filter. I think I forgot to mention that these masks are actually pretty uncommon. I wouldn't say uncommon, they're a little harder to find, to be honest. Please excuse my ring light deciding to flicker right now if you're seeing that. These masks are a little bit harder to find, and they run on the more expensive side. I found this mask at a surplus shop outside of an Army Air Base in 2018. I paid roughly, I believe, $250 for this mask. This was my crown jewel mask alongside the Sesco Fume mask and a few others for about 12 years. And I finally got it, but it is also the crown jewel mask of the person that I will be handing it off to tomorrow. And this thing has been sitting around with me for a very long time and just gathering dust, so I think that they'll appreciate it a lot more and probably get a lot more use out of it. So what we're going to do now is put it on and wrap the video up. I'll see you there. Alright, and let's put the mask on for demonstration purposes. I'm going to have to adjust the harness, so just be patient with me. I should have adjusted it before I did this. So here is me wearing the United States M45 gas mask. Voice diaphragm is relatively clear. You should be able to hear me just fine. And now we're going to do the typical. Here is the right side of the mask with the secondary voice diaphragm, primary voice diaphragm from the front, filter side with the C2A1 filter installed, exhale valve at the bottom, and now with mobility, this mask is pretty good. I'm able to see pretty well out of these lenses. There's not really any it doesn't really impede my vision in either direction. There's just a small blind spot right in the center. So overall, I think this mask is definitely comfier than the M40, and probably one of the comfier pre-Avon United States gas masks. So let's go ahead and wrap this video up. All right, and that was my brief overview of the United States M45 Land Warrior setup, which is more akin to what you would have seen with the Special Forces and things like that. I was going to compare the carrier to a few other carriers, which, you know what, I may as well do now. Just grab one. So, the carrier is very beaten up on mine. As you can probably tell. It says Mask M42, M45, so this is an M42, M45 carrier. It has a Velcro opening right here, so if you have the hose attached to this mask, the filter can get air through the carrier, obviously. I believe this might actually be a crew or tail marking for the aircraft that this mask was assigned to previously. The inside is pretty typical of your standard United States mask with 3 pockets on the inside for your accessories. Compared to the M40, M42, so this carrier was for the M42 and predated this one. This is the M40, M42. Very similar. Doesn't have any of the straps on it right now, but it does have I believe it does have a area on it, yes, right here, that you can open to allow the filter to kind of breathe, if I can fucking focus. There you go. And I think the inside of this one might be a little bit different. No, it's pretty typical. You've just got your pouches for various accessories and I think an extra one over here on the side. Don't actually have an M42, so this, I just found this in a surplus shop with another mask, I believe. Compared to the typical M40 carrier, which came with my M40A1. Damn, you really can't see that, can you? Let's try to adjust it a little bit. There you go. This carrier is super standard. You have a pouch for your waist strap here, shoulder strap. Just says mask protective M40 series, and on the inside you have a few pouches for the accessories that would be issued with this mask, and not really much else with the carrier, to be honest. So yeah, that's kind of where I'm going to leave this video and stop sounding like an idiot for 14 minutes. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed, and don't know when this video will be uploaded, but thanks for stopping by. This has been Fox Military Corner, and me and my wobbly camera will see you in the next one. See you guys.